You may suggest it, however, I'm going to throw you in the oubliette for not using the backseat pass. I've been tolerant for a while. But at this point, the suggestions are becoming you wanting to take control of the game. I've used like 3 or 4. That's fine. But you're not using one now. Those 3 or 4 allowed you to do it 3 or 4 times. How many lines can I see right now? Let me count the ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I will give you a buy, but let's cut it in half. I'd say half the time you were answering a question. And I'll also give you a buy for cutting the rest of that in half. Let's say... well, no, the half would be... I mean, it's up to you if you want to split something up over like 3 lines when you could have put it all in one single cohesive sentence. I feel that, really, I can't hold your hand any too much, otherwise you'll never learn. But seriously, if if one message from you is 4 words long, and then in the same minute, another one with another 4 words, you probably need to think about putting them into one sentence. Just an FYI. And then another one in the same minute, which was also 4 words. Have you got a thing for 4 words? I'm starting to notice a pattern. Right. Well, I mean, one thing I'm trying to avoid is using up too much space, but it might be worth it. I mean, we could go all in on the storages, I suppose. What I don't want to do is be super redundant with the storages, but I guess, you know, in a way, there's a point where it doesn't matter if you are. It's kind of like the whole thing with Factorio, where sometimes you'll resist expanding out, but there's no good reason not to expand out further. You're in an infinite world. What does space matter to you? So I could have a large storage at every step. This will have to be a higher tier belt, though, I think. Otherwise, it's just not going to be able to move enough. I do prefer having this set up here. That should be tier 2. Let's find out. There we go. Connect. And then from here, down there, and from there. There we go. Hopefully that all hooks in. But it might actually be worth it. There we go. I will attempt to be more verbose in my replies to inquiries levied by the community. Well played. Why does space matter? Well, I mean, we're going to be building it over here, but even that doesn't actually take up that much space when you look at it, so it might not, to be fair. Right, so if I wanted to copy that over, which I do this. Donk. Right, so this would generate crushed slag. This would be storing gravel. Now, gravel and crushed slag are used in exactly the same way. But I could have splitters to filter them out if I can't store it here. Let's move these to the side first. Tonk. Shove those over there. Right. U-shaped splitter. I would rather ensure that I am taking this material out to the side only if it isn't needed in this system. And I would need another splitter here just a little bit further on to make use of the... Let's just pop those in there. Then that can go out that way. This can come up here and in, like so. Oh crap! Am I using the right ones or not? Possibly not. Let's just go all with upgraded belts for this project. There we are. Both of these can then output to the sides if they need to. This would dump into a line of line to make sand. So let's just copy that from over here. There would work. Plonk that one right there. Shouldn't be an issue. And then I can have that go out and into it. Crap, did I use the right thing there? I actually don't know. Okay. Right, so that will produce the sand, which I then want to feed again into another storage. There we go. See, the problem is it just feels like it's taking up so much space unnecessarily. This is quite a long build now. Let's factor these in though. We're going to want fuel gas and limestone. I'm really not going to need to do much more than that actually for these. Fuel gas can come in here, and I'll have the fuel gas be the one that'll rise up. Follow along, and then straight down there, straight down here. No, that is wrong. Actually, yeah, that's that wouldn't be able to make that tight of a turn, to be fair. Then straight across on both. Remember, split. See, that's one of my concerns, Road Train, is the encouragement here to use splitters almost cost us the game earlier when we ran out of power, because splitters do consume power to run. But then again, so do the conveyors. But it was a bit rough. Right, so this will be producing 6 cement. It'll also be producing a little bit of exhaust. I'm just going to hook these up directly. Right. So, we're also going to need water. 12 water per. Cement. Sand. Concrete. Concrete or gravel. So that's what's going to come from here. It will use slag as the priority. That's the priority out. This is a priority out. And I guess this. Whereas this will be the low priority. We'll have sand also swing back that way to a collection point. We're also going to need water here. I didn't even think of that, but we are. I hadn't considered it. Let's pop that up here a little bit. I'm trying to keep this in something approaching a reasonable footprint. It isn't, but maybe I can pretend. Right, so with all that, what I might do is have these arrayed to the side like that. So at this point, the gravel or crushed slag come in from here. I can go along the bottom row. Let's pull this back a little bit so there's more than enough room for me to manage the cement. Right, cement will have to be same again. Let's bring that all the way along. Hang on a second. No, cement goes in there, and that is a flat conveyor. My bad. Sorry about that. Can that get down? Oh, thank goodness, yes. One out and down. That is why we left the extra space. There we go. And then at this point, bring over the sand. One out and then down. Just to avoid any shenanigans. Yep. Now finally we bring in the water as well. Each one of these requires 12. That is absolutely fine. This can handle the entire output on a single tier 2 pipe. Now my question here is, can that pipe... Oh, it can sort of. We'll have it rise up to a tier 3. Pipe can drop a level per tile, whereas a conveyor needs 2 tiles to alter its altitude. There we go. Finally, this one would get connected in as well. All right, I think that's good. All right. I think it's a solid enough design. Now we've got 3 collections over here. I may as well go all in. We'll have sand. We'll have gravel. And we'll have crushed slag. The construction efficiency is up. Nice. And this one goes up, over, and down. There we go. We've got a bit of wasted space in the middle, and that does irk me, but I'm not sure we could have made that tighter. Well, actually, we probably could have if we made this one the slag, and then shunted all of that down to make that sand. Then we could have squidged those in there somewhere, but I'm okay with it as is. What do you think? Of course, we would need a storage for the concrete too. Doesn't quite fit in the space that I would want it to, which means I'm going to move those back because I am that finicky, but whatever. I very much doubt that we would need a... Oh man, why have you got to be like this? That upsets me. And we want to cut these back just a little bit so they line up a bit more. Only one tile. And the same over here. All right, that is our concrete facility. How much will this need? An awful lot. Oh my good lord. Let's also see how, or slash where I can fit it. It's actually not as awfully bad as I initially thought it would be. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of impressed by the scale of it. Problem is, we'd have to strip down the original. However, I could do that and only bring parts of it up at a time. Or I could just strip apart that wall and then squidge this in there. Sorry, strip apart that wall. Strip apart that part of the mountain there. Might be a better route to take, gonna be honest. Right, Dave is currently working on that, which is highly important. I think the mountain plan is definitely the keeper here. It's gonna take me a while though, sadly. I think that should be enough room. Right, Karen, you're switching area. See if I can't. Well, yeah. We're going to be pulling all of that down, so that's fine. However, damn it, Karen. I'm going to have to remove the priority on those dumps. And actually just pull them down, I think. Let's demolish those and remove these designations so it stops complaining about it. We'll come back up here later. There is less mountain down here to chop up, so that should be okay. Yeah, that's one of the things, Dave Hicks. I do progress slowly, so I don't need to massively future-proof things because it's going to take a very long time for me to get to the future version where I'm going to need greater throughput. That's not why I play slowly. I just play slowly because I enjoy it. It allows me to you know, actually pay attention to what's going on. I'm very much the sort of person who will stop to smell the flowers and look at the trees, sort of thing. Let's speed that up a little bit here, though. Also, now that I'm requiring that much work, I'm going to give Karen more trucks. Because I'm just going to have them take stuff places. It's one of the reasons I like watching. Oh, that's lovely to hear, actually. Thank you very much. I'm very glad to hear it. I do worry sometimes that my pace is... well, it's glacial in some regards. Let's pop that there. We're going to want to start cornering this off. I can't think fast, apparently. There is a difference between can't and don't want to. The fact that I used to compete competitively in RTS, it says that I can think very fast. Or perhaps it says that I can click very fast. One of the two, though. Yeah, we were still dumping an awful lot of dirt over here at one point. Probably need to change that up a bit. Why so many storages there? Huge storage. Oh, do you mean down there? Or do you mean up here? Huge storages are just useful, since they take a long time to... they give you a bit of a bigger buffer. But the reason I'm going for huge storages down here is just so that I can move more product out of the way and, again, have a larger buffer on... strictly speaking, in regards to these. If you mean the storages with the dirt, it's because I had a big project over there. I was resurfacing... well, I think we came back from about here. Because I know there was a part of this farm that was on rock or something like that, and a big old ramp. We had a very big project to fill this area in such a way that I would be able to grow a farm on it. But if you mean like over here, I like having the huge storages for the byproducts. Not necessary. I just decided I'd throw them in because I had everything else as a huge storage. But the huge storages for the inputs gives me a buffer. For example, over here, I've got this set up to give me an alert if it drops below 25%. 25% on a huge storage still gives me enough time to fix the problem before we ever notice any kind of impact, which wouldn't really happen otherwise. Yeah, that's 4 mixer 2s, yeah. Gonna need you to start hitting the ore again soon, though, meteors. Also needed to gather all that, frankly. Do I allow dirt to be... no, I don't. Maybe I should at this point. Yeah, we removed dirt and compost for a while so that I could have other material... the big resurfacing project, for one. But we do probably need to start just using that up now. Sad but true. What are we doing over here? Slowly building up the ethanol. Not too bad. Oh, we're hitting busy. How about we get a couple more trucks then? How many are we up to? We're up to 82 out of 110. Let's go up to 85. Don't want to push it too much harder than that, though. Because we have finally run low on the old crude. I could... reduce the recycling. Maybe. I'll back up a little bit. That will probably bottom out our Unity production, if I'm perfectly honest, but we'll see how that goes. Uranium mine there. Let's head down and explore a little bit more. It's been a while. What are we doing for wood? Oh, we are almost out of wood, in fact. Alright, so time to unpause this then, I guess. And we're actually going to have to increase it. So that means pulling back on the recycling edict. And pulling back on the researching. They don't use much, but they use enough to make a difference. Enemy? There is fighting? Yeah. On the map, yeah. Our ship is making its way over here. And will be in battle once it's finished exploring that area. Oh, treasure in 2 places. Oh, these are probably going to be things that we can research. We'll be fighting pirates, yeah. Have a look. We're not winning this fight. We are bravely running. That's 520 damage, my lord. That was 400, so yeah, we're not winning those fights. We're going to go home, lick our wounds, and then we're going to explore elsewhere. Right now, I'm going to give you new orders to start digging back again on the ramps. Either that, or I can tell you to dig out in this direction. Actually, yeah, dig out in this direction because we do quite badly require more more iron. They should reprioritize in a moment. Or they might finish digging the node that they were on. No, there we go. Off there you go. There's a tiny bit of iron that we're going to miss with this mine, but I don't really care to scavenge that a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's particularly weird that the pirates use like World War II ships. I guess it all matters on what they had available at the time. I don't think pirates are very picky when it comes to that sort of thing, as a general rule. Not that I can say I've met many pirates, but... I'm going to say that we now want this area filled in. Let's get that done as well. Right, how are we going over here? Not too bad, all things considered. Starting to see green showing up. Not store all the corn, that's fine. Doing your best. Well, I guess this does very comfortably say that we could afford more of these running at the same time. Problem is, that would need more of these. Guess I could run 3. Battle. I mean, honestly, if we could tell our ship to focus on their guns, then we might be able to win, but... like, one gun at a time might win it for us. Okay, we've dropped their damage. No! So close! Sod it! That's got a damaged cargo ship we can grab. That is a battle that we can win, though. But yeah, upgrading the ship is expensive. It is not something we can just casually do. Sad to say. Get rid of that and upgrade that. And down. Can I copy you? Thank you. Right, I will unpause this. Once all of these are active, I will add in some more mills to get the ethanol. They're actually making some really bloody swift progress over here. I'm quite impressed. Nice thing about rock, it doesn't tumble down as much. It's quite a stable material, so. Finished settlement decorations. Let's have a look at our settlement decorations then. We've got the square with column. Okay, so it is straight up a square. Square with lights. Look. I like benches, I guess. Square, dark. Benches, but no lights. Square with a fountain. Oh, look at that. So, statue or a fountain, chat. This is an important bloody decision, I feel. Maybe a statue and 2 fountains. That would be very swank. Upgrade this house. It's going to take a while to get everything down here, but... it's currently 130, 130. The upgrade will give... Well, we'll find out, I guess. Fountains are cooler and less evil. It's a statue with an anchor on top. How can that be considered evil? Unless you can point me at some sort of video evidence that that anchor was specifically used to bludgeon someone to death, I'm going to call shenanigans on that, the whole evil thing. Does the fountain use water? That is a good question. That is a legitimately good question, for which I do not have the answer, sadly. Oh, it only affects the 8 around it? Sadness and badness. But does it stack, is the question. Oh, wow. Look at the brick houses. Brick houses, chat. I almost feel bad for having built it on some rocky area. I feel it needs to all be grass. But look at them. Swanky. No more poured concrete. Balconies! Not much of a balcony, to be fair, but balconies all the same. Wow. Ultra swank. Okay, pops are starting to increase again. Nice. Though that will impact our ability to, you know, have food. Right. I want to bring this out a bit further. Wherever possible. Even out that far. No, there's no point. I only want the iron, realistically. Let's move this around. Oh, actually, let's continue with Digging this back. Oh, wait. No. What was I doing there for? I can get that as far back as that, and I can start. Well, I can build a ramp up, I guess. I want to get up there and ramp that and properly finish off this pit. Because I want this to be a really deep pit, ultimately. We'll see how it goes. Back up. We are shockingly shy on materials now, though, so that's kind of bad. Okay, so I think with this area, what we're ultimately going to want to do is seal that off. Consider that a loss. Otherwise, dig down further. I'm not sure how we're taking this further down. I really don't know yet. It's kind of a weird one. Still not decided on how best to use the retaining walls to dig a deep pit like this. But we are going to need a lot more iron coming in. Thankfully, the recycling is helping, like enormously actually, but I'll only carry us so far. Can an excavator fall down with a landslide? I've not noticed it fall down, like tumbling down a wall or anything like that, but they can cause a landslide to fall on them, yes. Absolutely. Odin of Asgard in there with the tier 2. Thank you so much for the 14 months, mate. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Once we're Wombles, you can YouTube the pirate vids like, what? Oh, right, actual real life pirates. I get you, yeah. Oh. Landslide kind of happening in some places. This is danger territory right now. Much danger, very territory. What are we lacking? It's limestone? How on earth are we lacking limestone? See, this is the thing I don't understand. I mean, the limestone here... Oh, wait, that's rock. So... Oh, they're probably all full of dirt and stuff. Ah, vexation. See, one of the things that you could do if you had them emptying into something else is you could put an empty order on that thing, which meant that it would be emptied as a priority to prevent backing up like that happening. I haven't found a way to achieve a similar behavior using the one style like this. Because if I were to say empty it, it would prohibit imports. Hello, Liquid Lealis. we doing down here? Power-wise, we're doing fine. They are slowly emptying out all of the dirt, sure, but I kind of feel like they need to empty it from elsewhere. Honestly, I don't really feel that we need these anymore. Those have just been there pulling all of the dirt far across the map. Kind of unnecessary, if we're honest. Right, well, with that, I'm going to say the next bit of this dig will be... take this ramp down. See what they can do. Then I'm unfortunately going to have to ramp back up on that side. See, the problem here is that wall, yeah, I've still not got a handle on how best to use retaining walls at all. Especially with ramps that change direction. Maybe if you just had a single ramp going down, because the ramp would kind of move sideways. But this is not a uniform shape to this mine. And try setting a high priority on the mine control tower. Okay. Sure. Can't set a higher priority on that, sadly. And I don't... yeah, you can't put a priority on the storage unless you're telling it to empty or fill. Unfortunately. That would be amazing if you could, but... sadly, no. In real life, they do zigzags, yeah. But that doesn't really work here because of the way the retaining walls work. You see, I think the biggest issue with the retaining walls is that they exist on a different grid from the dig commands. So, for example, if I tell them to level this area, they will dig through the tile in a way. And it will probably result in this tile collapsing a bit. Oh, they might even do it through this. It's a weird one. And I've yet to figure out the best way to use them to avoid that. Install all the corn. There are some mining designation outside of mine control tower range. Yeah, this seems to always be where I come back to. Like, the stupidest thing. Just trying to find a nice system to use with retaining walls for a pit. I mean, obviously there's the option of just literally running it up right next to the edge and just don't care too much about the shape of the ramp inside. And that is absolutely something we could do. Best I found is walls on the outside but on line of dig squares. How do you mean on the outside, but on line? Oh, like that. Like I've got here. So they're basically on the outside of the line. Yeah, they're already digging through the wall. In a weird way. Let's remove those designations for now. Stop distracting them from other jobs. Because it causes the ramp to be all kinds of wonky in the end. Maybe that isn't a problem. Maybe that's not something I should worry about.